Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the today's session. I think this week you are facing monthly test. Whatever we have learnt from the beginning, so it is a kind of a check our weaknesses or our strengths, how much we have understood, how much still yet understood. So just to have an idea, how much we have learnt from the past classes, a small test is being conducted this week. So face with the full preparation and try to score as many as marks you can so that your internal assessment is done fantastically. After attending the monthly test, kindly be ready for the normal classes. So in our today's session, we are going to discuss on the chapter acids, bases and the salts. And still we have to discuss the third part, that is salt part. So under the salts, in our previous class, we have discussed how salts are formed, what are salts, what are the families of salts. So all those we have studied already in our previous class. For example, chlorides, bromides, iodides, carbonates, bicarbonates, sulfates, sulfides, bisulfides. All these are called salts. Among these salts, the one salt what we use every day in our diet, which is very essential, that is called common salt for the common man. So that is why the name is kept common salt. So it is not possible to study all the salts in just one day or 1 year. So year by year we learn some salts. So today we learn about the most important salt what we are using every day in our diet, that is common salt. So welcome to the today's session on common salt. The chemical name of common salt is sodium chloride. We use sodium chloride in our food. Sodium chloride is one of the essential things of animal life. We totally depend on that sodium chloride. A small quantity of sodium chloride is essential for all known living creatures. Salt is responsible for regulation of water in our body. So to maintain our body fluids, salt plays very important role. This we have learnt where when we are facing the problem of dehydration. Okay. In case of dehydration, our body loses excess salt in the form of either vomiting or loose motion. That time we will become weak or we fall sick. That is called we become ill. That time we have to dehydrate. Whatever you are lost in the form of what packets available, they are known as ORS, oral rehydration solution. So that ORS is given to rehydrate so that whatever salts are lost, it is rehydrated by the ORS and our body is capable of doing all other functions. The sodium ion present in common salt is used for electrical signaling in the nervous system of our body. See, our sodium ion present in the common salt plays the vital role. So it carries signals in the form of electricity. So whatever from nervous system to the different parts of the body, all those signals are carried by sodium ion in the form of what? Electrical signals. That means very important sodium chloride. That's why it is advised every day, but in limit. Anything in excess is always dangerous. That you remember in the mind. Since salt is one of the essential things for survival, thus salt has been considered one of the most valuable things in human history. That already I told. Now this is you learnt in the history salt movement, popular known as Dandi March by our father of nation Mahatma Gandhi, Bapu, Bharat ka Putra, Bapu. So you all know about the tax customs revenue by the British people, British government on the Indian citizens, Indian population. So to get relief or to understand the British people from the difficulties what the Indians are facing and to revolt what mistakes they're making British people. So that Mahatma Gandhi took the lead, and that is popularly known as in the history of India Dandi March. Okay, So Dandi is a place near sea coast in Gujarat. Okay, from Dandi March, people started gathering. Okay, so it is one way of gathering the people, so that at the end in the 1947 we got the freedom. All that history you know very well from the 6th class to the 10th class. This is called what? Dandi March or the Salt Movement. Obtaining of sodium chloride. How to obtain? How to get sodium chloride? Okay, we know it is very important, but how to get the? There are many ways. Either you can go to the laboratory and prepare, but the best way, cheap and the best way, is seawater. Nature has given air, water free of cost. Only thing is we have to use them judiciously and wisely. So seawater, almost 75% of the globe is covered by the water only. In that seawater contains 35 parts for every 1 liter. If you evaporate 1 liter of seawater, we will get to 35 gram of water salt, mainly sodium chloride. Others are there, but mainly it is sodium chloride only. Therefore, when it is available cheap and best in the nature, why can't we use it? Therefore, the best source is seawater and the best method is evaporation. So after the evaporation, whatever we get, that salt is called as the crude salt or the impure salt, because along with sodium chloride, some other chemicals are there that is removed in the laboratory or in the industries, so that all the color impurities or some insoluble impurities are removed. Then fresh sodium chloride is prepared, and it is made dry by removing the magnesium chloride, because it is a chemical which will absorb water from the atmosphere, so that is removed. Then afterwards iodine is added, so that we don't get any disease known as a simple goiter. So all those is done in the industry, that we learn in the industrial chemistry in the future. So now we learn how sodium chloride is prepared or manufactured in laboratory as well as in the outside the laboratory. So whatever you prepare in the laboratory in small scale is called as the preparation. If you prepare on large scale, that is called as the manufacture. Okay, in laboratory, very famous method, acid base gives salt and water. This is important, seawater. Okay, so seawater is allowed to pump. There is a area away from seawater that is called as the basin or the beds. So there seawater is pumped out and it is evaporated, then we get the sodium chloride. Otherwise, one more method is there, from rocks. Now whatever dry area, for example dry area we see today, once upon a time, some millions of years ago, sea was there. So sea, due to some reason, dried up. Now it has become desert. So all these are natural processes. So in drying a process, some salts left there. Now they are a part of the sea water, and we get in the form of rocks. They are called as the salt rocks. From the salt rocks also we prepare the common salt, either from the laboratory or from the seawater or from the rocks. So these are the three methods of preparation of what? Sodium chloride or the common salt. Salts obtained from seawater are mined in the form of rock, contain many impurities. I told, the large crystals of salt so obtained are generally appears brown because impure. So see, because of impurity, so these impurities are refined by many processes. It is the big process is there, by passing HCl gas by okay. So we learn in higher class. So at the end we get the pure common salt that is packed and sold under the different brand name like Tata salt, Annapurna salt. Okay. So which industry is preparing, that industry's name or the is kept and it is sold in the market. Now let us go to the, we have prepared it. Now let us learn what are the uses of common salt. It is, see, manufacturing of many chemicals. See, all these chemicals are prepared using the sodium chloride. These all we learn in this year only, in this chapter only. Common salt is used in manufacture of soap. So during the preparation of soap, we add a common salt, so that salt comes out. This is called as the salting out process in the soap industry. All the soap industries, whether it is Nirma, Rin or the bathing soap, they follow this is salting out process. So when you take the industrial chemistry, a chapter known as soap chapter. So there you learn the complete process. Sodium chloride is used in the flocculation. Flocculation is nothing but getting the solid out from the liquid. It is like a precipitate. Okay. So best example for flocculation is this only. So when we add salt to the soap solution, soap flocculates, comes out as a solid on the surface. It is filtered and soap is dried and packed and sold in the market. It is also used as preservative. Fish is preserved. Okay, pickles, years together, pickles are chutneys. Okay, so all those are you prepared using salt as preservative and as a taste also. Common salt makes our food tasty. Without salt, food is incomplete, but in the correct proper proportion. Sodium chloride is used in dairy industry where it is added to cheese as a color, fermentation and texture control agent. So common salt is added to the cheese that is taken from the milk so that the cheese is not spoiled and it is fermented into the form of a butter to the ghee, all those peda process is there. Okay, and to remove the unwanted color and to get the shining texture. So for all this work we use sodium chloride in the milk dairy. Sodium chloride is used in textile and dyeing industries. In these industries, brine is sodium chloride in water is called as what? Brine. So is used to rinse separate organic contaminants. Okay. So whenever we go for the textile preparation or fabric making, so are giving color, dyeing is a giving color. We go for hair dye, no, like that. Giving color to the clothes is called dyeing. So in these areas, we add sodium chloride just to rinse. Whenever we go for the color, first we rinse it upper surface. Then we go for the adding of the colors. So all this done in the textile industry. Sodium chloride is used in wood and the paper pulp industries. This is used to bleach wood pulp. So wood is made into wood pulp. From the wood pulp we prepare the papers. Okay. So because it is organic in nature, it is a natural bark wood is there. No? So they develop some color. So to remove that unwanted color, to go for the shining beautiful white paper, so sodium chloride is added so that sodium chloride reacts and brings all the impurities colors. It is filtered, then it is taken to the next stage to make the paper. Now common salt, a raw material for many chemicals. I told you, no, is a raw material for many chemicals which is used in our daily life. Okay, for example, sodium hydroxide, sodium carbonate, aldehyd, baking soda, washing soda, bleaching powder are obtained from sodium chloride. So with this we will conclude our today's session on the sodium chloride. That much is there for your syllabus. More we learn in the higher class, and in the days to come we learn remaining salts, their small preparation and a few uses. That's all. Thank you, my dear boys.